Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Libra that runs from the 6th until the 12th of March. So I'm going to shuffle your cards. And don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. And there's also links in the description for free daily readings, personal readings, to my Buy Me a Coffee and to my crystal shop. So let's lay down your 10 cards on the table. Right, so the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. And the card I get is the King of Swords in the reversed position. First thing I sense here is this negative influence, around you. Okay, I just sense someone who's very destructive. Okay, someone who's very mindless, a bit like a bull in a china shop, someone who acts before thinking things through. And I do sense they've been bringing you down. Okay, they've got really negative energy and you've been picking up on this, and this is kind of sort of holding you back. Okay, there's a strong sense that you've got to a point where you're ready to draw a line in the sand. Enough is enough. Okay, it's like letting go and then kind of just moving forward from this situation. The card crossing is the High Priestess in the reverse position, which again is giving me this negative energy around you. It could well be more than one person. I'm picking up like this masculine and also this feminine energy as well. Okay, I mean the feeling here is to let go, and then move forward. Okay, or to deal with the situation in a different way. The feeling here has really got you down. Okay, and you're wanting to, if you like, move away from this situation, but you'll find it difficult. Okay, if you can't move away, then it could well be you need to deal with it in a different way. Okay, because at the moment nothing's being done. That's what I'm feeling here, and this is keeping you stuck, this is keeping you trapped. And I also sense a lot of like sort of stagnation here. Okay, I'm also seeing like this curtain which has opened and it's revealed something unpleasant that happened recently. Okay, it just had the effect of just bringing your whole world just crashing down. So something was said or something was done here. If I look more back, I've got the Fool card here. Okay, and it really does show you thinking about making a fresh start here. Okay, but it shows you needing to make a leap of faith. I do get this barking dog here for connections, okay, which can represent your own nagging thoughts, but also the nagging words of those around, okay, which I feel is around these kind of sort of negative influences around you, okay, and it does pull you off track. It's like you try to let go, you try to move forward, and you're just pulled back, okay, but it's on the way. This fresh start is on the way, and I really do feel you are going to deal with the situation in a different way, or you are going to completely let go of the situation. I do see this bag here with nothing in it. Okay, it's like traveling light. It's very toxic, this situation. And I also see like this vision of you walking around town. It's symbolic with these bags of rubbish. Okay, it's like you get rid of this rubbish. It's like having a good declutter, which then lightens the load and then enables you to move forward towards what you want. And of course, you can put new stuff in these bags, better things in these bags. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the card looking forward is the Nine of Swords in the reversed position. Okay, yes, you've been up late at night with worries and fears, you've had a lot on your mind, and then you feel very emotional, and then you don't feel very good, like within yourself. But it's the Nine of Swords reversed, which is about a release. It's about a relief. It's very positive. So it clearly shows you just moving away from this situation or dealing with the situation like in a different way. So rather than letting the situation control you, you control the situation, and then you create the reality that you want. Okay, rather than letting someone else create your own reality or leaving it down to circumstances. Okay, you create your own reality here, and it's about reaping the harvest as well. It's about all the time and all the effort you put into a situation is going to come back in equal measure. I mean, the gold card here is shown by the Magician card, okay, which is about you wanting better communication here with somebody. Okay, strong sense things have reached rock bottom, but I also feel it within yourself. It's like inside out. So when you have better communication within yourself, perhaps between your heart and your mind, then you have better communication, on the outside. It also shows you wanting to manifest something. So you got this big wish which you put out, okay, but there's been a lot of delays. It hasn't kind of been granted in the way that you wished for, okay. And it could well be that you put out your good intentions, and then it's backed up with worry, fear, doubt, lack of belief. So there's a strong sense of the need to work on these fears and this lack of belief. Then once you clear them, then there's nothing stopping your wishes from manifesting right in front of your very eyes. So subconsciously, I've got the Page of Wands here, okay. So clearly shows you putting out these wishes to the universe. There's also something here about some messages. You might have received some messages from Spirit. These can be in many forms. It could be around like synchronicities. It could be around like sort of repeated numbers. You could be hearing things or seeing things, okay. That's Spirit trying to connect with you, okay, and also trying to nudge things in the right direction. They don't give you exactly what you want, because that would be too easy, but they give you what you need to get what you want. So it could well be these experiences you're going through. You have to work through them, and then once you work through them, you go towards what you want, and what you want starts coming towards you as well. But I do sense there's some good news on the way as well, something you've been asking about, okay, it's on the way. And it could well be that you're going to learn a new skill, or you've been thinking about learning something spiritual or creative, which could be around a workshop or a book you've got recently. It brings great comfort, the spiritual side of things. So the advice here is shown by the Queen of Wands, which is very much what you're doing or starting to do. It's about looking at the spiritual and the creative side of things a bit deeper, okay, because it does bring you great comfort. I mean, the advice here is to not to feel positive all the time, but to look at the positive in everything, okay. So look at the situation and say, look, I'm going through these challenges, but I know once I get through these challenges, then things are going to be much better for me, okay. So it's a bit different than trying to see things positive all the time, or trying to be positive all the time, which isn't possible, because we go through many experiences, and some of them are a lot more challenging than others. But you can look at the experience and say, well, once I get through this experience, I'm going to become stronger within myself. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. And then, in a few weeks, then you're going to feel a whole lot better about things. The card on the outside is the Queen of Cups. A few things going on here, okay. It could be romance around you, okay. It could be about to bubble up again. It's also about you being in touch with your feelings, but not drowning in your feelings, okay. So it could well be that in the past your emotions have got the better of you, okay, and you've worn your heart on your sleeve and you've been taken for granted. But this just shows you just touching your emotions just enough, okay. So it's very much about being in touch with your emotions, but not drowning in your emotions, and then that enables you to move forward. And then your hopes and your fears is shown by the 8 of Cups. Interesting, because number 8 is very much about karmic, okay. So it's very much this pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold. And this experience which I was talking about keeps repeating, okay. You need to look at it perhaps differently, or to work through it in a different way, and then you can break free, okay. Quite clearly it shows you kind of sort of moving away from something not complete. You gave it every chance, every ace was played, okay, but it clearly shows you moving away. Once you let go, then what's yours always comes in anyhow, so it's a win-win situation for you. Yeah, I mean, the final card is pretty much saying that. It sums up much of the reading, actually. You've got the stained glass window, which is about you being very much in touch with spirit here, and actually sort of receiving messages and developing yourself spiritually and creativity. But if you have a look at the card, it shows this person on crutches. You're walking next to them in rags, okay. So it could well be this situation holding you back, or this person holding you back. But the feeling here is of you putting on your glad rags, okay, and then just moving away from this person or this situation, and then this personal situation will start running after you, okay. And then you can look at it and say yes or no, okay. But at the moment it's very much this feeling that you're giving someone a choice, okay, but it should be the other way around. You need to take that power around the situation. So rather than letting the situation control you, you need to control the situation, and then you create your own reality rather than leaving it to circumstances or somebody else. But it's going to be difficult for a while, you know, but once you come to realize that more within yourself, you'll get more messages around this, then you will finally break free. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and there's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to my crystal shop, and also to buy me a coffee. Thank you.